Okay, now for a 3v3 here. Let's give Hasman the... Let's give Cheap the teal, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna need to give Cheap the teal here. And Hasman maybe the orange, so it's easier to tell the colors apart. Oh yeah, my Norwegian AOE 2 accomplice from the AOE Norway network is sent this game to my Discord as a Megarandom community game that was apparently of the interesting sort. Looks like they went random sieves here, maybe. Yeah, this has to. I think this is random sieves. Hasman with the Mayans pocket. And Hoye with the Vikings flank, not too uncommon. Fake Aya with the Celts flank as well. Could still go Men at Arms Archers, of course, but then you need something in the long game, and there's a no. But this looks disappointingly a lot like Green Arabia, though, this Megarandom generation, I have to say. So a bit disappointing in that regard. There's some woodlands, more woodlands though, so woodlands in the middle to cross, I think. Who needs long game when you can eat TC? Well, if you have a competent cavalry pocket, you shouldn't be able to let Celts eat TC, but yeah, true. Cicero with the Italian flank, another good flank civilization, but is it good against Celts? Remains to be seen. In the pocket for HJ's opponent is Ullebad with the Burgundians, also a Norwegian player. 1700, 1800, 1-1 player, 1700 maybe, but like Hoye, a very, very solid team game player. And finally, Cheap, their common team game partner, playing in the teal over here. Just tagging the others as well. Is this a lame attempt? It's Cheap. Ah, Cheap. Cheap is a known lamer. He's seeing the boar, but it's a friendly community game. Is he going to go for the boar here? Is he going to go for the boar? Ah, maybe he'll just block it. This villager, low HP. And dangerously close to TC here, of course. Cheap for the Vietnamese, he knows the enemy TC location, and he lets HJ have the boar. So he's just poking around a bit here. Hey, Betty. So the Arabia Express below 1600 is full, but there's still the custom Sibs hyper random turn you could sign up for if you are feeling adventurous. That's a wild one. Cicero with a bit of wall off over here. Loses the villager to boar. Loses not the boar though. Loses only the villager, but that's a bit unfortunate. Maybe he'll just want to blame it on the lag, and that sets back the villager count, of course, compared to the others by one villager here. Seems like a fairly easily wallable map. Wall the back, wall the sides. And here we go. Ah, you got Examsa. No problem. There'll be more. For sure. So we have feudal ages on the way here. Monolemo. I don't even know what that means. Something about lane, maybe. Cheap has gained some intel on the resources of HJ here in the red. He's found the main gold, which is important. And now moves on to Hasman in the pocket. So Ullabad from the Burgundian series, definitely, he should be making the scouts. The range barracks is up, he's going to drop the stable once he's up. Probably Hasman with the Mayans, he seems to be wanting to go fast castle eagles here. He preemptively small walled in the berries and has 2 on gold, a farm, and now a barracks. So maybe I'm mistaken, maybe we'll see some kind of... probably just a spearman defense to keep the aggression out. If any of Ullabad's scouts makes it over there. Fake Aya with the Celts going for the scouts as well. And I mean, why not? You have faster wood access as the Celts, so it's easier to get that wood eco rolling to place farms for food income. Cicero, however, goes forward with what's to become the Men-at-Arms here with the Italians. 22 population Men-at-Arms. He's probably been playing the Cicero interactive build order scenario, huh? 22 pop Men-at-Arms. And here they go. And down here, HJ is off with the Men-at-Arms as well. The Vikings Men-at-Arms, and look at them. These are beefy boys. 54 HP in the feudal age. Nothing to joke around with, but Sheep won't be freaking out at all here. He's going to repair the small walls, and he has archers at the ready, and HJ just moves on to the next target here, which will be the woodline, but double walls already from Sheep. I'm sure he knows HJ's playstyle, that this could be expected. And yeah, HJFE HJ won't be getting in here. Scouts from Ullabad, scouts from our Celts friend as well. It's mind games, then this. It's mind games. Why not scouts? Why not scouts? And he seems to be able to clean up some of the Men-at-Arms here, so not useless by any means. So Jeep is flaring the Men-at-Arms here. He realizes that they won't be hitting him, so Ullabad will have to keep an eye out for Men-at-Arms hitting his base. And Ullabad actually, I wouldn't say he's wide open. He keeps some economy close to TC here, and then the wood line, the Men-at-Arms will have to pass dangerously close to Ullabad's TC. HJ sends the scouts ahead. What? What? Why? Why? 1600 plus ELO players, by the way, and Ullabad doesn't want to risk the idle TC time of garrisoning the TC to take out 3 Men-at-Arms. He's just letting them pass. Is that just a friendly nudge to his teammate here, or what the hell was that? It's probably scouts microing somewhere with... Yeah, he's busy killing HJ's villagers at home, or trying to. And Cheap's archers to chase them, but they don't have fletching yet, so HJ could get some hits in. Now some more scouts at home for Ullabad as well. He has 7 scouts total and counting. He probably has the eco upgrades. He has bowsaw and heavy plow in feudal age. That's some commitment to the feudal age eco right there. Nice. Hartmann, Castle Age now, second town center on the gold immediately. Defensive measure, maybe he's not really making armies though. Is he just gonna boom into bloomed archers here, or what's the plan? 2 tile stone, 3 tile stone. Still kind of an Arabia-like map here, which the playstyle almost matches as well, except for the Celt Scout, which is weird, but it's probably because they have Mayans Pocket, so the Mayans Pocket can't play scouts. Then maybe have the Celts play it instead. Vikings and Celt Scouts, even Celt Scouts even are better than Viking Scouts, because at least they get husbandry in the Castle Age. If you want to play some cavalry with the Celts, it's better cavalry than the Vikings, after all. Oh, yeah, with the defensive tower on the goal, not going to allow Cheap to hit there. Another defensive tower on the wood as well. It's with 2 on stone, so he's playing tower defense to keep the archer's aggression of Cheap out. Classic defensive boomy playstyle of Hoye. One range archers. Once he's in the castle age, he's probably going to drop some more town centers and capitalize on that Vikings economy as well. Fake Aya Scout, they're getting value here on Cicero's side, getting 2 eco kills. Down it goes to Spearman, but that's value for sure. So Ulabad uses these scouts to clean up some of Hasman's crossbows here. Hasman playing crossbows from pocket. And now Cheap, since he can't hit the gold or the woodlands, he just goes on to snipe farms in style instead. Good old wobbly style, what do you mean? Mayan's archers from pocket, is that wobbly style? HJ with the second range here now. And Cheap had some very peculiar walls at home here, but it's safe from any mobile melee aggression like the Knights or anything. Would like to do some refreshment, but he has a solid chunk of archers forward. He's getting close to the resources needed for Castle Age as well, but he just queued more archers, I think. Looking at the... no. I think some of them are on voice chat, since we're only seeing some typing here, that some are on voice chat and some are not. So the player hears them talking, but then just responds in text. Skirmishers from Cicero. And actually forcing Fake Aya to react with builders to fight here. 4 builders against 2 skirmishers. That's value for the blue player. As the Castle Ages come in here for HJ's team, Hoye with 40, or sorry, Hasman with 48 builders now, and 35 for Fake Aya with Celts. Hoye halfway there as well. But he needs to hold off the archers. I'm assuming it's the build order guy, Cicero, yeah, but I can't confirm that unless Hoye or someone else says so. Oh, cheers. What's the archer's number? Is it 13 to 23? While Cicero extends the economy here as well. He has some archers and speared garrison inside TC reassembling an AI army at this point. And flaring the crossbows entering his base. Oh, pull this villager away! Move! Run! 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 Oh, she's doomed. Or is she? Maybe she's not. Why is it not shooting? There we go. Okay. So Fake Aya with some crossbows here now. Here's your Celts crossbows, that is. Here they go. And the Celt Knight, because why not? As Ulabad extends that massive Burgundy's economy even more with his second town center. He already has the eco upgrades. He's getting Cavalier. But will take some... nope, TC goes up in time actually. So he will not take some hits from the crossbows here. Oh yeah, with that. TC on the tower on the woodland here. To further protect the wood income down here. The easy quick wall there with the house if he should be subject to some kind of raids. It looks like Hoye's team is the one on the aggressive now though. Where are Cheap's crossbows going? Can't really hit Hoye with all the towers around here, so the crossbows are moving away, and Hoye moves villagers over to Hasman's side as well. Is there another TC or yeah? Okay, so Hoye has some. He doesn't have a woodline. This was his only woodline. So now he's moving about to try and find secure wood access, and he goes to his pocket to get there. While Cheap wants to dominate against the Vikings here, he wants to push 42 builders to 43. HJ still with a tiny equal lead there as cheapest 1 TC2 Hoyes now 4. And soon, man, says Hasman, make Siege Workshop, says Hasman. So he wants the Hoya to hold for a little while more until the... I assume the Eagles from the Mayans here or something to deal with the push over here. Eagle Warriors would make perfect sense now against these kind of units. One range going down to the mighty Vietnamese archers here. They have extra hit points, as you can see. 42 hit points for the crossbows. 2 mangonels firing away. But will HJ get a sneak hit in here? Could almost... If he hits in the middle of these two, he could maybe get both. He is hesitant to engage. He's waiting for that. Yeah, he gets one. Gets one. Does he get two? He gets freaking... Oh, he almost gets 2 for 0 there. Or, yeah, he almost gets 2 kills with 1 mangonel there. Cheap, of course, with the masses here. HJ's crossbows just hiding away, waiting to engage. Now, the Vikings economy probably not too bad here, all things considered. And this is where the action is at right now. Hausmann coming with the crossbows as well. And that's probably why I said make Siege Workshop, because he is making crossbows as well as Hoye, so they have double crossbow combination. They're very vulnerable to mangonel attacks. So someone needs to make siege. Here comes the castle as well. That means potential for plumed archers for the Mayans pocket called Hasman here. Oh, another nice hit from Hoya. Takes a little bit of hit points from the Mangonel, but it's 1 against 2 here. Again, Hoya isn't over-investing. And another almost hit there. Good dodge, right cheap. And here comes Ulabad's cavalry. And HJ's Mangonel is history. That's going to go down. So will the crossbows if Ulabad spot them. These cavaliers, they are only missing the +2 attack. And that's not any disaster by any means. Imperial Age in for the Mayans here, which means Arbalests. Elite plumed archers maybe eventually as well, as Ulabad tries to get some raids in here. Still crossbows for Fake Aya, still Castle Age. But look at all these upgrades kicking in for the Mayans now. Arbalest, Thumbring, Bracer, Conscription, Chemistry. That's Mayans economy for you. Mayans pocket. You'd think that even lacking Bloodlines, Burgundians should be a better pocket here, as Hoya is taking losses. He's going to be the player that has to endure the big losses this game. Arbalest right about in there, and that should be no problem to clean up the Cavalier of Ulabad, who is still in the Castle Age, by the way. So he doesn't have Paladin, he doesn't have Bloodlines, he just has Castle Age Cavaliers with that extra attack. Otherwise, they're basically a Castle Age Knight with Bloodlines in terms of hit points and defense. Mayans extending that. Wait, that's Hoya actually. That looked like an orange one for a moment, but that's Hoya extending to another woodline over here and over here. To a random gold with 800 gold on it. Not too bad. But now the Arbalests are chasing. Arbalests with Bracer, they outrange Mangonels, so that is not an issue. We also have 23 Arbs against 31 crossbows, but they are Vietnamese crossbows. And we even have some Mayans Arbalests over here. So Hasman is really playing that Mayans pocket position very well here, I have to say. Arps chasing now. The Jeep taking some big losses here now. 9 crossbows only still in the castle age. His 2 teammates are going to Imperial Age though. But look at the pressure being applied here now. At the top side here, Fake Aya manages to get the castle up. So does the Italians player with a castle. Don't think you'll be seeing any Genoese crossbow in this game because there's barely any cavalry at play at all. Hartson and Squires for Husband. Guess what he's making? He's going to make the Eagles now. And Petards from Fake Aya here will take advantage of the small distance between the castles here to get some... And I think you need 7 Petards to comfortably take down the castle. And now he's making even extra ones here to be on the safe side. I'm fine, says Fake Aya, and that's quite right. Fake Aya is pushing. Hoya has taken a hit, but he's stabilizing. He's in a almost similar spot army-wise to Jeep. Jeep has a few more army numbers out here, but his push didn't really do enough here. HJ now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DCs all around the place as Ullabad tries to get some raids in on the Mayans player, but pikemen are coming, and assuming elite eagles as well, or arbalests could deal with that. Some relics have been collected, so let's have a look at the relics count as well. Hasman has 1, but that's about it. And are we going to see the petard booms here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petard, 7. 7 could be enough. Ah, here they come, here they go, here they go, here they go, here they go, here they go. Oh, so close. And just before the Imperial Age for Cicero as well. And Fake Aya a bit impatient there. We'll have to wait for 3 or 4 more petards. He sends them in 1 by 1 actually. Yeah, they spawn on the wrong side as well. That's why you set the gather point to send them where they should go. So Cicero will succeed in getting 1 trap out, but that should be the only one as well, with the petards popping out, unless he's able to commit to repairs yet again here. I think 2 petards will be needed now, unless the castle fire will work this out. Bodkin is in actually, so the defense, I mean the attack of the castle is decent. Is he actually going to get the second? He's going to get the second trap out as well. That's unfair for, a bit unfortunate for Fake Aya there, with the petard pathing leading to unfortunate events there. Hoya is still in the cast stage. Fake Aya is still in the cast stage. As we know, Imperial Age Celts is dangerously strong. But these Mayans' arms are everywhere. Hasman is really, really providing here. Now has the plumed archers out as well. 8 of them by now, but that's going to extend probably. And Fake Aya does not succeed in taking out this castle. Does have quite the chunk of Mayans arbalests here to help the push, but the forward castle goes down. Now, who's this? This is Cheap with the Vietnamese arbs. He's just determined to bully HJ this game and not allow HJ to boom into the Vikings, Imperial Age, Death Ball, whatever that might be. HJ has been mining stone the whole game, so he's able to place a few more defensive castles here. Towers, I mean, and then the castle on the gold. His starting main gold still has lots of gold on it, so he's going to keep mining here. Plumed archers. I'm looking at the orange dots here and there. Now Halb and Arb for Husband. And look at that army mass! He is pop-capped, so to speak, with Arbs and Halberdiers, some plumed archers, a monk, and then villagers for the rest of it. Celts, Imperial Age clicking in here. We have Imperial Age for Ullabal as well, and he's successfully gotten 2 Paladin here, so he's going to get some raids in, but the Halberdiers of the Mayans should be able to deal with that. They have full defense and full attack upgrades. Celts going Paladins as well? Yeah, looks like it. It's actually the only sim of these 3 that has Paladin access, so why not? Good raids from Ullabod here, crippling the economy of Hasman a bit. But Hasman also raiding Ullabod with halberdiers to support the arbalists here. So if not a ball of 45 arbalists with full upgrades wasn't enough, he has the halberdiers here to help out as well. And they are only missing the last attack upgrade. They still have arson, so they kill buildings at a rather quick pace. And this is how is Ullabod supposed to deal with this? HJ's team has a marginal military lead, but the raids are also being dealt with at home by Hotman here. So Hotman will stabilize, and Ullabod will have to react to the pushes at hit base here, as Cheap keeps the aggression going on Hoye here. So he's keeping Hoye busy. Cicero is to some extent keeping fake Aya busy as well, but Kelt's Cavalier. Are we going to see Kelt's Paladin here as well? Nah, it's going to need lots more gold for that. You has, man. You has Sling? You want Sling? You need Sling, Hasman? I guess he'd appreciate some food maybe, but he's busy killing Ullabod here. He's going to eat one TC after the other, with halberdiers and arbalists pushing here. Oh boy, one TC down for Ullabod. He's getting a castle up, which funnily enough will keep all of this push away, because these are all infantry and ranged units. They'll die to castle fire. But a huge mass of them though. So if Ullabod doesn't have murder holes, even these halberdiers could actually eat that castle eventually. He's getting Burgundian vineyards. That's going to grant some food economy gold from farm production, but that's, yeah, nothing too crazy. I think maybe he wants to actually considers Flemish Revolution as a comeback here as well, if he can get enough DCs and builders out, but I don't think it makes sense against the armies currently on the field. What's the Celt situation here? Paladin coming in. Oganai won, he called it. Dennis called it. We're going to see Celt's Paladin. We are getting Celt's Paladin here, and only missing the last attack upgrade for them. No Bloodlines for Celts, no last armor, but at least we have triple attack upgrades. Guard tower defense for Hoye here, but he's subject to huge Paladin raids here. But look at the castles going up here. It's assuming more control over the neutral resources here, if you can call it that. And he's preparing defensive siege workshops for defensive onagers probably as well as skirmishers. If Cheap sends something over here, need help, he says. Hoye doesn't have help, obviously, he's the Vikings. But he did make it to the Imperial Age. Let's have a look at the resources here. No slinging happening. HJ barely even used the market here. And the only player collecting relics is Hasman. One treb for Cheap, but Cheap again is a bit low on military here. They made it to Imperial Skirmisher. So that's going to boost that attack a bit. And who in the world expects Celt Paladins to join the efforts here? There are some Genoese crossbowmen mixed in with the arbalists here for Cicero though, so they should still tread the Celt's cavalry. But guess what? Fake Aya is going to go for the raid on the pocket as well. It's going to hit Ullabod. Not really. Where is he going though? Are they going to scout for some expansion maybe? It's basically the only mobility unit of Team Hoye here now. Architecture for the Mayans to boost the hit points of the buildings even further. Hey, Cheap in the chat, hello. I was disappointed you didn't lame this game. You were just hanging out with a boar and not laming Hoye. Cheap. Were you afraid he was going to be salty with you or something? And now they're preparing trade in corners. Nothing is over. I'm playing. Yeah, you blocked Hoye's elephant lure. but you didn't get any villagers, so wasn't anything too special. But you had a golden opportunity to lane for sure. Alright, some raids on the Celts player now. Dying real good. That's for sure. 69 builders and losing here 21 paladins now. Celts and Burgundian paladins almost equal, but Burgundians have extra attacks, so they're still better. And the remaining paladins of Fake Aya will be focused on by the armies of Ullabal and Chief down here. Oh yeah, isn't an angel either, that's quite right. He doesn't. He's the one who taught Kong and Tiger how to lame, you know, but he doesn't really lame these days at all. Oh yeah. Now the capped rams from Cicero. And Arbs, obviously. Genoese Cosman, Arbs, and capped rams. This does not look good for the cat player, but he's fleeing to reboom down in the corner here. So market's going up for some trade as well. If the plan was to trade up here, that's just that's not gonna work. But probably gonna trade down to the corner here, of course. Yeah, exactly. Burgundians have more armor, that's it. The attack is the same, but the armor is better for the Burgundians. One more upgrade. Oh, we have the eagles here, I missed that. So we have elite eagle warriors for Houseman here with the Mayans, getting some good raids in on Ullabad yet again here, but Ullabad refuses to die. He's on 5 tons international castles up, and he has the paladins. So the paladins, even if they are Burgundians paladins, they should be able to deal with the eagles here in similar numbers. They are Mayans elite eagle warriors though, so they have more hit points total. Makes it a bit more awkward. I'll be right with you. I'm just going to get another beer before we go on, so let's have a look at the action over here. Be right back. Alright, so HJFE fighting with skirmishers here against the Vietnamese. Elite skirmishers against Vietnamese Imperial skirmishers here. That shouldn't end well unless Hoya has significant numbers here. He's mixing in some berserkers as well, so he has a good infantry unit here to deal with the masses. While on the top side here, Fake Aya's base is almost obliterated here. The Eagles join in and they are preparing a short trade route here to... Wait, what? I guess you can't trade with this corner because this is where cheap is. So they need to get a short trade route up first to have some gold access and then extend it to the corner up here in the end to really get some proper gold access. Military count is dead even within teams. Cicero's team slightly ahead in villagers, but that's not the most significant stat at this point. Oh yeah, with the castle up here to deny quite a bit of farm eco of cheap, which will cripple Imperial skirm production and... wait, is he making condottieri now? That's a lot of condottieros mixed in to deal with the skirmishers. Good call, actually. Cheap just got horse collar. Hey, he's playing archers, man. He doesn't need that food. And Hasman is getting the whole Javelineers is going to have the skirmishers throw 2 spears. It's probably Hoya telling him to get that one, because that's... that's one that Hoya made real benefits from in the hideout game I casted a while ago. The Condottiero melting the Vikings elite skirms here, and the Hoya needs more berserkers out now. He has elite berserkers, but he needs more to deal with the Condottieros, of course. But in the south side here, Hoye is crippling Jeep's economy as well. Now a guard tower going up in the woodland and farms here is going to claim some terrain without any RB presence here, just villagers getting those towers up. But the overall army situation for Hoye's team is not looking too pretty right now. They are down 50 military. Yes, we will win, says Fake Aya. That's the spirit, Purple. Good work. Good to see that Hoya following one military tactics. I mean, if you don't have gold until trade kicks in, you actually have to make trash. So you have to make 78. They're splitting the map in half here now, and Hoye is claiming some. They're trying to secure the corners, right? I think that's the plan here, to drive Jeep off this corner, so that they can get markets up in this corner, and they eventually secure this area with more castles and stone walls to have a safe trade route from one corner to another. Cicero with a TC all the way over here. That's about to be eaten by an elite eagle warrior, but it's in the middle. The big fighting is going on here. Hussar for Ullabad here now, so maybe they're struggling for gold as well. Oh, sorry, cheap. Let's get that back to the proper gold. No, Ullabad is not struggling at all. He has so many resources here. And Hausman as well with that Mayans eco, but he's lacking gold and stone. Ullabad can still make castles. And I don't know, did they sling at this point? Have they slung each other at all here? No sling whatsoever. They're not sharing. Ullabad is not sharing, even if he's floating lots of resources here. Such a hoarder. But maybe they didn't ask either, so who am I to judge? Cicero providing the Italians champions here. Italians have a full tech tree, so they obviously have fully upgraded champions as well. They have fully upgraded Cavalier as well, because they get bloodlines, but that doesn't apply here, as Ullabad is playing the Cavalry card. Champions closing in on the plumed archers, not so many left of them, but the choke point here. But if the champions get close, they'll easily deal with the plumed archers in the choke point as well, of course, if you have a decent flood of them moving forward. Some Hussar raids here from Celt Hussar! Fake Aya is really taking responsibility for the cavalry play here, because that's of all these three civilizations, Celts, funnily enough, have the best cavalry. They have Paladin, they have Hussar. So that's the way it goes. A couple of Paladins raiding a bit here. Straight gold miner in the south for cheap, not doing much. Hussars now will probably deal with quite a bit of HA's skirmishes here, but HA making light cav for raiding and counter skirmisher purposes as well. Raiding Dieter. I don't know who is Dieter, but I guess that's Cicero maybe. We haven't seen a lot of Siege this game. Seen some Treb and some Cap Rams, but that's about it. It's a little bit surprising because Kelt's strong card is playing the Siege, the faster firing Siege weapons, and Furor Keltica with the armor for the Siege as well, but I guess there just wasn't really ever any opportunity to get to it for Fake Aya here. It's not too late though. Fake Aya is re-establishing here, and they're getting trade running for Hoye's team as well. As you can see the trade cards here, Hoye is the only one trading for now. But certainly bringing in resources here. Maybe that's the stats we should keep up at this point to see if Cicero's team are somehow able to get trade. They should have been trading long ago actually, because they control both corners. That could have been a turning point here maybe on this Green Arabia-like game. So Cicero received something that was probably to get to the Paladins. Now the mix of Arbs and elite, no, Imperial skirmishers are dealing with most of the Mayans' initiatives here, and some Hussars of Ulabad joining in as well. That's a decent defensive castle for cheap here to limit any expansion from HJ on this side, unless he's able to get some armies out here like Siege and Trebuchet Siege Ram something, but I don't think the economy of HJ is allowing that just yet. He could stop this castle because he has Vikings light cab here. And that gold count is going to increase eventually for Hoya with the trade going on. One team has trained, the other does not. And that could most certainly be a turning point here, especially with the Mayans. Very dependent upon gold, I would say, in the late game, because they are trash units. They don't have a Hussar. There's no such thing as a Mayan's Hussar. So you need to make, for example, Eagle Warriors to raid. Military situation now ahead for Hoyes team here, 166 to 96. And Hassman scrambling up a defensive castle on the hill here to make it very awkward for Cicero's team to get to the trade route here. It's running. They may want to get some more security up, like walls or something, but they appear to be trying to secure the corner up top as well here. Hassman just casually placing a mining cap up here before Cicero can get the walls up. And here comes the keep, which will indirectly deny a little bit of trade expansion up here for Cicero's team as well. And trade is certainly key here. Let's have a look at the gold situation here. Even Ulabad with the farm trickle and relic trickle of gold. Where's the relic count? Yeah, he doesn't have any relics, but it's getting a gold trickle probably from farming, unless he's somehow still mining gold, which I almost doubt at this point for Ulabad. Maybe I found some neutral gold somewhere. And we're getting more on the laggy side as well, as usually is the case with these crazy late game team games. Elite Berserks back on the menu for Hoye. He did get a trade income running for sure. His gold situation is still to stabilize, but now two players with solid gold income. Fake Aya still in reboom process, I guess. But if you get Kelt's Siege back on the field here as well, this is Hoye's game. I think Hoye's team's game. Big fight on the middle hill here again. We're more than 1 hour into the game, so there's barely any neutral resources left, like golds and stones and whatnot. So they need to make their own resources, so to speak, with the resources at work. Siege Ram is in for Hoya. And look at the trade income here, 17, 16, 2-2. Much more trade gold coming in for Hoya's team, and they're also fighting at pop cap here. It's the case for both the teams, in a sense. But now the army count of Hoye's team is 50 ahead, and they also have the stronger composition with gold units here. Elite Berserks raiding into Cheap's economy here now. Cheap, who is already at around 150 pop total here. So it will struggle against this push. What is Cheap's response to an Elite Berserkers and Skirmishers push at this point, and Siege Rams joining in as well? I'm not sure if he has any. And I'm not sure how Hoye can create Cap Rams and Siege Rams at the same time, but that's probably just a Capture H bug. Yeah, some good Berserker raids going on there. Still a big fight in the middle at Cicero with the Italians Elite Skirms now full upgrades. It's getting Imperial Skirmisher. So, just kicked in fact. So, tanky boys, the Italians Imperial Skirmishers, extra hit points, extra range probably. Some champions still in the mix here as well. Gold is going to be an issue for Cicero's team. I wouldn't say that the trade is being denied up here, but it also won't take a whole lot for example, Fake Aya to get some kind of presence up here to stop that trade from being efficient for Cicero's team. They are slightly behind the military. The eco count is similar. This is dead even game, but Hoye is raiding down south here again. And let's have a look at the gold count yet again. Look at the gold income. 22 on gold, 17 on gold. That's trade. 2 on gold, 5 on gold. Gold, so important. If one team has access to gold and the other doesn't, then that's very hard to come back for the team without gold. You can see Hoye gaining ground here as well. He didn't really attend to the castle here or the production buildings. Just keeps raiding and wants to eventually get over to the other side to raid the trade route. Maybe Fake Aya with the Celts, Hussars and Paladins back now. So has some, maybe received some sling. Let's have a look again. No sling whatsoever. Just a big old cluster of a game here, and Hasman even fighting up here. Make Eagle Warrior, says Hoya. Hasman has gold income now, and that would be the perfect response to the Imperial Skirmishers, of course, and even Pikemen, because the Mayans Elite Eagle Warriors, they have 100 hit points. They are very hard to kill, and they're a fantastic raiding unit. Killing Blue, says Fake Aya. Yep, Celt Siege, finally the Celt Siege. Celt Siege and Paladins, and Cicero will be going down here, and no safe trade route for Cicero's team by any means now. HJ says Eagle. They probably talked about what is EW. That is Eagle Warrior. Oh boy, oh boy. Uh-oh, Pikeman coming in here to take out the Rams though. Still a push that needs to be dealt with. It needs the attention of more players on Cicero's team. Almost 100 pop lead for Hoya's team here now. And they're getting a push into the small trade that is going on here for Cicero's team. Going to chase the trade cards here, maybe. That's Vietnamese. What's that? What's he doing? It's really weird. That's why the Buffalo cards are so fast. He's really spurring that unit on there. But the Hussars are putting a stopper to that. Look at the trade income here now. Look at Hoye. He's pushed here with the Elite Berserkers. Got stopped. He's not with... Yeah, here's the armies now. He's going to go to the middle instead. And now Elite Eagle Warriors are back on the menu as well. Trade cards still being produced here. PopCap could probably be a problem here for the trade income. But Eagles and Elite Berserkers against the masses of Jeeps armies here. That's just going to be cleaned up in no time here. What's the Celt push looking like? Still some Hussars over here. But Cicero seems to be alive at home base here. Some sling has been going on here as well. And here are the great stats again. The Mayans KD past 1000 at this point. Ullabal with the Hussar raids again, but easier said than done to get through with Hussar raids at in between all these buildings here. The pathing is going to be ridiculous. Fake Aya with the Hussars against the Burgundian Hussars here. The Burgundian Hussars are still better, but the choke point and the awkward pathing here gives Fake Aya the upper hand. Neither player has bloodlines though, so that's something like. In fact, none of the players on Hoya's team has bloodlines, as you can see from the stats here, and the two Sims on Jeep's team that get bloodlines, they're not really likely to go for the cavalry approach. Still keeping that trade income low and gold access, that might be the key factor here to end the games. Oh, look at the small, quick walls of Cicero up in the corner here to save these villagers. That's brilliant. But here we go. That's the GG, almost at the 1.5 minute mark, and Team Hoya takes the win. Never give in. Never give up. Trust your game sense. Good old mess of the upgrades here. Let's split it up into separate drafts as well. And see the changes with the Elite Eagle Warrior in at around 50 minutes here. Siege Ram for a lot of the players. Cap Ram, Siege Ram. And yeah. Convincing performance by Team Hoya. No bloodlines, no problem. By the looks of it. Megarandom Civ here, Mayans dominating. Looking at the KD here, I guess. Arbalists everywhere, Plumed Archers, Eagle Warriors, 1148 kills total. Fake Aya kinda died, but escaped. And reboomed and was able to get back to the Paladins and Hussar numbers to play the cavalry for his team. Open Cat Scout, so that's not something you see every day, but I guess it worked out. Hoya with 160 villagers max, but I think that was the reboom as well. 233 villagers total, 97 current. Lots of villagers made this game. Let's have a look at the 8 BEM stats as well before going into the next game.